He's looking at me again. You're the pro. Ladies and gentlemen, white boy dancing.
Hey, shipheads, it's Wednesday and it's ship show night. And it's the time to review the cruise that was the cruise to end all cruises. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the hilarity that will prevail. The Group Cruise Review. Baka.
Hey now.
Hey
now.
Hey.
Was that your dad in the intro or was that Pauletta?
Hard telling. I think
know.
it was Al Claco with a mullet.
He's been a regular.
Yes. I'm pretty sure that wasn't Paul. That was Sir Al Claco. Big Al, as we call him, with a mullet.
What's happening, everybody? What's crack-a-lackin'?
What's crack-a-lacky jacky wacky?
Traveling Friend says all three intros were awesome. Is there a fourth?
All three. Who says that? Who said that?
Traveling with Friends.
All three awesome.
All three
I gotcha. Yeah, there might be one more. Don't you worry about it. That's Tom Beetle Bailey. That's Tom Beetle Bailey. Sharon at Sea Travel, good evening. I hope you caught the razzmatazz. You know what I was doing. I'll bet you didn't know I was doing a 3-minute and 45-second B-roll segment.
Yeah, but how long? Tell the people. When did you do that and how long did it take you?
I started at 6 and I got done at 8. So let's just put it out there. If you were on the cruise and you didn't see yourself in that video, please understand that I freaking basically just took the photo, all the stuff from my phone and popped it in there and just went, cut, slice. That was me for 2 hours.
That's pretty darn good for 2 hours.
That's what she said. Anyway, moving on.
If you were on the cruise, there is so much more footage of everybody.
Yes, it's coming.
It will be released periodically.
How do we sound, Pepito? We sound all right? Do we look okay? Do we look as sexy as we feel? Because I feel hot right now. Wait, what? What's wrong with me?
I don't know.
York, your hat is doing weird stuff, and I'm going to fix it right now.
I don't know.
There we go.
Don't matter to me.
I just made your hat stop.
He slices, he dices, he's yours, on sale for $19.99.
Yes, thank you, Pepito. Yeah. Act now, and we'll include a whole second set. Uh-oh,
Fantastic.
13 days till his Thanksgiving cruise, says Kevin Counts. My goodness. All right.
Part of me wishes I had a cruise in 13 days, but part of me does not.
Yes.
Because I think what is called the cruise flu, and it's not like I'm really sick, but yesterday I was down for the count. Like the weather we experienced for extended periods of time left me walking around the house, dizzy, falling down, basically. I call that the cruise flu.
Well,
and I'm over it now. Finally.
Flu?
Finally. This is my second beer since the cruise. And yeah.
How's it going down?
Down to some kind of town, I'm sure.
It's going down to Gullet Town?
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pepito. Yes, he says we sound good. It's called Detox York, Sharon says.
Well,
Jamie.
I've been on several cruises, but
we miss you too, Kay.
Not for the extended waves and weather that we experienced. So I think that had a little bit to do with it.
We call it cruise crud, says traveling with friends.
Yep,
yes, I've heard that before.
Yep, that is accurate, I would say.
Daniel Fields, you missed the epic intro, but fear not, because I'm going to milk that cow for as much as I can get. We will be playing that again.
Oh, I need a milking
shortly.
sound effect. I need to find a.
Well, you have that. I know you have that.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Cow that you always play at the most inopportune moments. Yes.
You mean this one?
Yes. Hold on, wait, ready?
Perfect.
Gonna milk me, fucker? What's he say?
Sharon
I have teats.
Play that intro every.
Okay, you got it. Did they see it, though? That's the question. I think they might have come in the tail end.
I got to tell you, that got me in the subcockles.
Yeah, especially at the end with David and Holly in there.
It was just really, all in all, it looks like a lot of that footage is from one dance party, but it's really from like 4.
Right. We danced our little tail feathers off. I'll tell you that much now.
Yeah.
David said you're wearing a royal hat. That is no coincidence, my friend. But we'll get to that. We will get to that. So I had one picture video in the intro. Yes, you did. And like we said, I rushed it together. There's plenty of footage. I just grabbed what was on my phone at the time and went with it.
Your chances were better if you were dancing.
But Nancy got the VIP treatment because she got the 120 frames per second super slow-mo on the good camera.
Yeah.
Yes. So I know. There were some who had more, but who's counting? We all had fun, by God.
By my count, we covered all the bases on that trip.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Some covered more bases than we did. Tony Jackson.
We're talking about Tony Jackson on the breakaway. He had a real good time with the ladies. And that's all I'm going to say about that. All I know is that he's batting 1,000% on every cruise I've ever been on with him. Oh, yeah. Good boy, schmut boy.
That's what she said. You were a good boy.
Much like, name me a good baseball player.
Tony Jackson?
Yes.
There's got to be a good baseball player named Tony Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, there you go.
Much like Reggie Jackson, his batting average high.
Tony was, Nurse Nancy says Tony was with us for a lot of the time. Tony was with everyone a lot of the time. In fact, not even people in our group. He knew everybody on this ship.
Everybody knew Tony, I think, is the right way to say it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody on that ship
and now
knew that man.
I will proclaim him, in my opinion, the MVP of the ship. Not necessarily our trip, but the ship. He was the MVP.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, Elite.
Him and no shirt. He never had a shirt on.
Well, there was no shirt.
Well, he had
Tony.
a shirt. If you like to ring it up for like the entire time of the cruise, it was probably about 15% of the time he had a shirt on.
That's probably
when he
an
was
accurate statement.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. Very much so. Should we jump into the chat real quick?
I think so.
All right, let's see if we can get through this without me trying to rhyme everybody's name. Al Clayco better get Mako.
Oh, no, we're going there again.
Amy Franzak.
Time to get your voice back.
Amy Franzak, can you give me my voice back? I really wish Amy could have been on that cruise, and we understand why you couldn't, but
Come Saturday,
Bumsky.
actually starting Friday, a lot of us on that ship were starting to lose their voices pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah.
And then come Sunday, oh my God, most people's voices were gone.
It was like, hey, where's the atrium? Where's the going away party? And that was Sharon.
Yeah, even Kelly was doing that.
She's like, Jamie, stop it.
John, come to bed.
Yeah. Kelly's like, hey, Johnny, be good. Then in the morning, she was like, it was pretty good. I'm all right.
Oh, my subcockles
Love
hurt.
you, baby.
Oh, my subcockles hurt.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, man.
Oh, let's see. Andrew Swice always being nice. Arnold Kump shaking that rump.
It was fun meeting him in person.
Yes.
Him and his lovely wife,
The
Dana.
Kumps.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yes.
There
Christmas
are some
with the
great
Kumps.
pictures of Arnold that will be
shoot.
shared soon.
I forgot we missed a super chat from Timothy Walters. I don't know if it said anything, and I blew it. I'm sorry.
We know Mr. Timothy was
Timothy, that was.
he was an
The chisel.
Thank you.
he was an all pro on the cruise.
Especially in the intro.
Man, stroking that chicken.
Yes.
Good job,
Yes.
buddy.
Yes. The Golden Coq de Fromage.
He looked like he was having the time of it.
Yes. Both of them, for crying out loud. For crying out loud, you know I love you. Brandon Harrelson. How you doing?
You're gonna stop rhyming now because that one threw you off.
Yeah. Mel Stowe, don't you know? Cal Shattuck.
Mel Stowe was there.
She sure was. She sure was. Carla McClendon, never ending. Clint G. Hit the east side with Mr. Clint G. I'm trying to do something in the LBC. Crazy Cat Traveler.
She was there.
She was there. She was just like, cruising for food. Wanda Chiquita.
She was there.
In the mood. Don't be rude. Just give me some food. Daniel Fields.
He was there.
He wields big stick around here. How you doing, Daniel? Dean and Delora, leaving you wanting more. Deborah Blankenship.
You should do this to yourself.
Debbie, how you doing, girl? Deborah Blankenship.
She was there.
She didn't sink the ship. There was cannons pointing at the ship. She could have done it. I asked Monroe to do it, but he didn't. Dina Shania. How you doing, girl? Oh, hey, our girl Ellen Huffnell is in the place.
She is. Remember, she got. Oh, wait, she's back. Hey, girl. She got dropped from the cut, but reemerged. So.
Who else did we miss? Let's see. Did we miss anybody there? Okay. Flamingo Flam Pam Chicken Dance Chance.
She was there.
Is here. Daniel Fields, Nancy, and I had a great time with the whole coop. Thank you, sir, for the super chat. We appreciate that. What can I say? You had me dancing. Maybe a little
You were
romance.
dancing quite a bit on the ship.
Yeah, I would say I was probably in the top 5 best dancers on board. I'm just going to put it out there.
I would say if anyone in the group, you would, in my opinion, would be second as far as being a great cruise director. You would be excellent at it.
But Tony would be number 1.
No.
Who?
He might be third. Monroe.
Oh, God, yes.
Monroe Tarver would be, hands down, in my opinion, a legendary cruise director.
At one point, Timothy Walter says, thank you guys for co-hosting one of the most epic... Oh, shit, I must have... Sorry, I said ship, not the T word.
You said shit. You can say it.
Thank you guys for co-hosting one of the most epic and awesome group cruises ever. You're getting me in the subcockles over here, my friend. You're getting me in the subcockles. Hollywood is in the house.
She was there.
She was there. There's a story to tell there. That's all I got to say. Holly, David, I just want you to know we love you. We love you.
Absolutely. And we love your wine, too.
Holly Wirt, I know it hurt, but
so some of these screen names I'm not gonna put together with normal names.
I know it might be difficult.
So I can't say, if I don't say you were there.
Do like Daniel Fields and do an arrow and say there. You know?
I don't know.
Daniel Fields will be like arrow Haven. Like he'll have the arrow pointing at his name.
That's confusing to me.
That means I was in the Haven.
Yeah, but you know screen names attached to people better than me. So
Right.
if I don't say you were there, but you know they were,
Yes.
you can say it.
Okay, fair enough.
There we go.
JP Travel and Adventures, how you doing?
Were they there?
No, well, Karen Griswold, how you
How you
doing?
doing?
Kay Kraut,
You were there.
yes, with Tyrone.
Yes. Yes.
Kevin Brubaker, Troublemaker. Leanne Francisconi,
Both those should have been there.
yes, should have been there.
All y'all should have been there. That's okay.
Lindy Land,
Should have been there. Oh, I thought you said Lindy Lou.
oh no.
Lindy Land. She was there.
Lindy Lou, you know I got a thing for
So I'm going to
you.
spill the beans on this, Lindy Lou. John cheated on you a little bit. He was singing Lindy Land.
I was singing Lindy Land on the
Because
ship.
he wanted to sing Lindy Lou, but your stand-in was there. I'm sorry.
Jody Knapp, let's give her all a good clap. Glad to have you. Glad to have you.
That's right.
Oh, where did we leave off? Lolo-13. She wanted to be there.
She did.
But we brought you along in spirit after day 3 when none of us could talk.
We all sounded like you.
Yes.
We all
Glory.
sounded like you when you were in Vegas.
Yes.
Let's put it that way.
And on the horizon. Kevin Counts.
He wanted to be there.
Yes, he did.
But he is also going on a cruise soon.
I wonder what Kevin would have thought of our shenanigans in Oceans.
Oh, he would have had a good time.
That would have been off the chisel. That would have
He
been
would have had a good time.
off the chisel for Rizzle.
Yep.
Marty Stanley.
She was there.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
She was.
She was there.
She was.
And Marty really wasn't necessarily involved in the groups up until that point, but I would say by the end, she was like full bore.
Yeah, I agree.
She was the one who...
She was all in.
She won the Golden Cock with Lindaland.
Yep. That's right.
So, and there's a story for that. I have to watch the vlogs if they ever come out.
I feel like the vlogs are going to come out faster for this one because there's people like myself included. I want to see myself in these vlogs.
Stop lying. You ain't gonna
No,
watch.
I had so much fun on this cruise that I need to relive it.
Yeah, I know.
So like
Dude,
when you
can't even
like
imagine.
when you are on, I like following you around on your other travels. But when I've been there,
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Yeah,
again
and I
much
blew
more.
it when we were on Harmony of the Seas. So
That's okay. That's all right.
Lisa Karazi.
You were there. She was there. You were there. I was there.
Yes. Let's see. Meg W. How you doing? Mike Jackson. How you doing?
You're just resorting to how you
Yeah, I mean, come on. Mike Cray.
He was there.
Nan Milligan.
Mike Cray. How
Sup?
you doing? The Crays.
Nancy Fields.
She was there.
Nancy, how you doing, girl?
Nancy Fields collected a lot of tax forms in the casino, I must say.
Nancy Fields was doing it well.
She was. She was in
Got
her
to-
office quite a bit.
Got to enjoy a meal with the Fields. That
Yep,
was nice.
absolutely.
Very nice.
Always
very
nice hanging out with the Fields.
She really, really liked my hair.
She did.
Yes.
And you know what? She was also mistaken for Bunta's mother.
That's not cool.
No, it was very cool. We embraced that. Daniel and I loved it.
Bunta does look like he's 13.
Yes,
so
exactly.
That is true.
They went to hand back casino cards for getting drinks, and the waiter's like, your son will take care of your drinks.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Oh, Nancy, we love you. Bunta loves you.
The mother hen in the place. How you doing, girl?
We missed Liz on this cruise, I gotta
Yes,
say. Liz,
yes,
you
we
would have
did.
had a blast.
Mike Cray.
I already said that.
Oh, did I already? Okay,
Yeah.
see, look. A nautical nurse Nancy.
She was there.
Was?
She was.
I feel like she's here.
No,
Hey, hi, you guys.
Told you.
I heard that everywhere I went.
I know.
I always knew she was there.
Yes. And it was like
Hey, Bagat.
everywhere you went. It was great.
It was perfect. It was perfect.
Nick B is in the house. How you doing? Paul Vines. How you doing?
How you doing?
Rescue Me with Kim Lee. How you doing? Richard Z. Mr. Zollner.
How you doing?
How you doing? Riding with Larry.
He was there.
Rhonda Carney. How you doing? Shauna.
She was there with her husband Tony. He was there.
Yes. Stephen Z. In the place to be. Timothy Walters.
He was there.
Todd Karazi.
He was there.
Todd Riley Real Estate.
He was not there, and
How you
neither
doing?
was his favorite actor.
Oh, yeah, Randy Quaid.
Yeah, he was not there either.
Todd.
Sorry to disappoint
He
you.
got you that time. He preemptively struck.
Yeah.
Tony Jackson.
Oh, he was there.
Tony Snow.
He was there. Oh, Tony Snow was there.
Yes. Traveling with friends. I forgot to film it, but I hid one of your stones on a staircase. I still have 4 more that I'm going to hide throughout time. Somebody's got one of your smaller ones on that ship. I had it in my pocket as I was running up the steps, and I didn't have my camera, but it's there. Your rock is there. And last but not least, we've got Mr. Pepito.
Senor. Good to see
Senor
you.
Pepito, Momito,
Good to see
Conchito,
you.
Bobito,
Good to see everybody. And if we missed you, please say hello. You know, we do the alphabetical childish order because that's the only way we knew how to roll.
That's right. This is how we do. This is how we roll. Something about the stuff that happened on the dole. What? Are you going to name all 62 people? Well, I think there's more than that.
If they were here,
David. But
I'd
David,
say you were there.
David Wirt. He's there on
He's
your
there.
screen right now.
That's right. Q's Cruisers, they were there.
What?
Where are they?
They're there. They gotta be.
Come on now.
I wish I was there, says Angela M. Lori Cray.
Guys, if you watch,
She was there.
we're eventually going to play this intro again. And that was just a small snippet of how much fun this is.
Well, let's do it while we got this many
people
people.
don't understand that. Like, I've never been on a group cruise before. You have been on
Yes.
a couple, right?
Yes, but I don't think I could say I've
This
this is off the
was
chain.
epic.
Plus, I want Liz to see this because I think
She hasn't yet?
no, because she was working, so she came in hot. She came in hot.
Take 2.
Take 2. And yes, Timothy Walters, 159 watching, only 65 likes. Hit that thumbs up for heaven's sakes live. What are you doing over there? Just hit the button.
Smash it.
It's the least you could do. Cindy Spiker, she's here. Carla McClendon, never ending. All right, here we go. Do that again for me, York.
Take 2.
Nope. Oh, gosh, I screwed up. Blanket. We could do it with live commentary. Okay, here I'm flying over the ship. Come on, come on. Hey, hold. I love that guy.
Baba Bunta.
I think they're not hearing our commentary with the thing because there's a delay, but maybe not. Come on. Hey. Oh, yeah, they can do that. They can hear it. There goes Tony. Oh, look at him. Ooh, all up in the mouthful area. Who that?
Baker in the house. I mean, sorry, Trevor Chocolate.
Not yet. He's busy. flam pam. Oh, the snows. Oh,
Getting all cray cray.
cray cray. Tray tray. TT.
Not gonna help us to dock.
Oh, there she goes.
I love this part. Oh boy. Sharon's a lucky woman. Oh, the slop pull. Timothy loves that cock right there.
That's a good pull.
He's looking at me again. You're the pro.
Oh, there he is.
Look at that. That's skill right there. But so is that. Would you look at it?
Ladies and gentlemen, white boy dancing.
White boy dancing. Yeah. We don't know who that is.
That's just random. That's the cruise director. Alfred. No.
Alvin.
Alvin.
Kelly didn't know I was. She didn't know I was giving her some from the backside. This was epic, y'all.
Epic moment.
Wait till you see the flames. There she is, the queen of slots.
Slow-mo.
I swear he said Bagak there.
I think so.
Yes, Spiker's Crazy Adventures. From her understanding, we need to cruise with Monroe and Jason. They are a blast. Yes.
And yeah, so some people might not have recognized the Bert reference, but there was a guy on the cruise ship that looked just like Bert, or I don't know, the guy from Empty Nest. This dude looked just like him, and every time I saw him, he'd be like Bert back in the day from Soap. It was great. Great.
Yes, cruising for food. Your boa was very popular. It
Yes.
ended up around a lot of people's necks and crotchal areas.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it did.
Yes.
I'm sure your neck now smells like. Never mind.
Yeah. There's something fun about meeting.
Tony Jackson.
And that was the thing. I mean, you see the beginning shot when we're all kind of bagocking at the meet and greet. And
That was a big moment.
it was. I mean, there was a lot of us, and you couldn't go anywhere on the ship, which I'm not saying that this is negative. This is a positive in my book, that you would know somebody pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Marty Stanley says that was epic.
Yeah, it was. And you all, the people that came and participated in the group cruise, they're the ones that made it.
For sure. Are Monroe and Jason here? Probably not, Pam, because they're usually in bed during the show, but Jason watches the replay every week, so I'm sure they'll see that.
Yep.
Bob Hader's here. He was there.
He was there. Bob was there.
Bob always had a nice mug of beer by his side,
He
and
did.
I can appreciate that.
And I never saw. I kept asking him, "Where's the mugs?" He goes, "Right there." But he was the only one I ever saw that
I
had
know.
one.
York just talked to Jay on the phone. Nancy did. Oh, nice. How nice.
Oh, nice. Cool.
I'm curious. I wonder if
Bunta.
when you called Jay, if he was like,
Yeah, they're getting a lot of views.
I'll tell you what.
I forgot that one says
I can't
that.
remember, and forgive me, Timothy Walters. Was it Timothy's first cruise or first group cruise?
Wait, no.
For some reason, it might have been one of his.
It was just. I think it was his first group cruise.
Okay, because for first cruises, Doug Hayward, he was in the video dancing in the hot tub.
Doug was so nice.
One of the nicest dudes ever, fellow Michigander.
Yeah.
This guy can dance, man, and he knows the words to every single song.
Yeah, the dude is it's a great dude. I ran into him at the memorial or the museum. Great dude.
I feel like one of the things I really was hoping for, especially the first time cruisers, is that they had a great time. I feel like just from watching Doug in footage that he for sure did. And then I kind of consider Bunta a first time cruiser since the last
been
time
decades.
he cruised, he was like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And he told me, this is truth, y'all. the morning of the cruise, he was teary-eyed. He had a great time with everybody.
He was moist.
He was sad. He was sad to get off the ship. I
Well,
mean,
yeah.
he had Jeeves, catering to him.
Yeah,
and-
who's
and
going to
that-
make his PBJs
No,
now?
he was more sad of just what the great community we had on board.
Yeah.
And,
No,
and how
I agree.
nice everybody was. So
I agree.
that was cool. That's warmed my subcockles that they had a great time on their first cruise.
Yeah, and hopefully they're not let down on their next cruise if it's not a big epic Sharon at Sea ship show group cruise. But,
It's going to be any cruise. I've never had a bad time on a cruise. I just got to be honest.
Tony Jackson says, I totally love you guys, all of you. Tony Snow says, riding with Larry, we had a blast and we are looking forward to March. From what I understand, the March cruise is now gaining quite a bit of traction.
Oh, for the Vista?
Yes. So if you're interested in doing another group cruise,
Yeah.
the Vista with Sharon at Sea, we're going to be there. It's going to be 100%.
Off the chisel.
If you know what I mean.
I wish that I could go after experiencing what I experienced.
I wish you could go after experiencing what you experienced.
Yeah, I know it.
We just booked it today, says the Cumps.
They did. They did.
And I just got to say, the Cumps, I am Buncha's mom only if I have it going on. Well, yes,
Yes, you do.
indeed. Nancy, I can say unequivocally that there is no doubt that Nancy Fields has got it going on.
No doubt.
She's got it going on. So,
Marty already booked it today.
Marty Stanley? Yes, Marty, like I said earlier, Marty Stanley was kind of like the, she just came out of nowhere. She broke the, I forget what she called it, the top cockle. She broke the jammer
tip.
off of the golden
Jammer.
She broke the jammer off the top of the golden cock. But don't worry, she is dating someone who is equipped to make the proper
Adjustments.
surgery. A plastic surgeon for the Rooster Buddhas.
Oh, the Craze, their whole family's coming.
Yes! Yes! Listen, see, though, you have to, I mean, honestly, we talk about it gets you in the subcockles. It's stuff like that because let me tell you
know it.
something. You all know me, right? And a lot of times I find myself thinking in my head, like things are rolling around, and this is what I think about.
And I'll tell you what I like. I have a foot fetish. I don't know how I brought it on myself. Actually, I find feet actually very beautiful.
I just wanted to catch York off
No,
guard.
did
with
you
that.
know that when we took over the hot tub, I kept telling, okay, everybody, it's time to lift up your feet. And only like one or two people would either get it and do it. Wanda would always show her toes.
Yes.
Tony had a finagled one that was a little weird.
Which Tony?
Tony Jackson.
What do you mean? He had lobster foot?
Yeah, no, he had this one toe. It was like, where your toe should be curved or cut like that. It was cut like this.
It was wobberjide?
Yeah, it was wobberjagged.
He had walleye vision in his toe?
Yeah.
Well, you find yourself, or at least I do. I second guess a lot of stuff, and I try to take stock in my head. And is there something I can do better? I know that you can't be 75 places at once. You can't be with 75 people at once. But am I doing what I can do to at least be available and try to do that part? And you wonder, and then you see, I'll say, the majority of people saying how great of time. I would say all the people except for
say 98%.
I would say 99.5% say they had an amazing time, and it really, really makes you feel good. Not just because you were part of it, and but because we got to, like, friendships were made.
Yeah.
But not just with us, but like bonds were created amongst everyone, and it was such a cool thing to be a part of that.
Like, I mean, I love that we all got to meet everybody and hang out with everybody, but even amongst the attendees, right? People are making new friendships. And having dinners together, and going to the spa together, and
exactly,
it was awesome.
And
I woke up on the beach the one day from a nap. There's riding with Larry right next to me. We didn't even know either of us were there.
Was he making a salad?
No, he wasn't, but he was snorkeling.
I love Larry.
Yeah.
Larry and Woohoo Girl.
It was just fun to see everybody right around the corner, wherever you were. It was a good time.
I picked up a souvenir in Bermuda, and I just want to share it with everyone here. It's pretty cool.
We'll show the picture.
Yeah, let's show the
first.
guy, right? So it's a little dude in a swimming suit, but when you push the beer down, look what happens. That was anticlimactic. Hold on.
Do it again?
Yes, ready? When you push the beer down, watch. Boing.
Perfect.
I'm easily
You
amused.
had to have it.
Yes, I'm easily amused, and I bet I showed every single person at the
Well,
slot
you
pool.
thought you lost it.
I know.
and
I
you
thought
were
I lost
sad.
my bagok. I was sad. But anyway, it's so great. I had a horrible time. Oh, wait, I wasn't there, says Richards. Oh, Bunta's here. Cool.
Is he? They're saying Al Kleiko's saying hi to Bunta.
Frankly, if you didn't have fun on this cruise, then you are just not a fun person. It really doesn't get any better. You know what, Arnold Kump, I think you said it best right now, just there. Because if you didn't have fun, it was on your and not ours. I can tell you that without a doubt, and I can go to bed and sleep well at night knowing just that.
That's right.
So
That's right.
and to the one that wasn't. I think Justin Timberlake said it best when he said, "Cry me a river."
Oh, I used to.
Cry me a river. Sorry, I got a little salty there. And that's all I'm going to say.
Because you're not going to go on a Rooster's rant.
No, I'm not. I thought about it. So,
Yeah.
I had fun and I wasn't there, says Liz Breen. What's the code, says Kevin Brubaker.
Okay, so we're trying to talk about what are we going to focus on, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know we could talk about the food and whatnot.
Right. Let's
talk-
break this down. It's time.
No, but I like talking about a lot of the fun stuff we did.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say shit, but I'm going to say fun shit we did because there was a lot of it.
Well, hold on. Can we just, anyway, look, all I know is one of the things that I want to say before we really start breaking this down is when we didn't make it to Bermuda, and for those of you who followed along, was it as fun as the Horizon Group Cruise? It's hard to compare. The Horizon Group Cruise was my first, and it was my best. I can't really compare. They were equally...
Just say this one was better.
Friendships were made just as easily, and it was equally as fun. Truly, it was. But I think you add that element.
I wasn't there.
Right. You add that element of doodles and the ship show into the mix, and you kind of make a goulash out of those two crowds, and you get something that is a culinary delight.
Well, and I think so when you were on that group cruise, you guys actually went to ports, right?
Yeah.
Whereas this, we basically had out of 7 days, we had a half a day.
Right.
So I think we all got a little bit closer.
Yes.
And got to know each other a little bit more because we were on the ship the whole time.
Yes.
No.
You know what? That's what I was going to say is that I thought morale might be down when we couldn't get into the port for those 2 days. And truly, I believe that it was a blessing in disguise that we knew we couldn't get in, so we really didn't have a choice. And every single person on board took the lemon that we got, put it in a bowl, we got it all together, and we collectively made a giant glass of lemonade.
In the hot tub. We did.
In the
You're
hot
right.
tub. We
You're
made
right,
coop soup.
Crazy catch over. We did.
We called it coop soup. We made coop soup in the hot tub, but I mean, everybody that seemed to gravitate there both days, and like people, that's where people really got to like hang out and know each other, and like, I can't. It's so hard to explain it. We'll try and tell the story within the vlogs. I know.
Well, y'all got to see the chickens dancing around the pool deck.
Yeah,
that wouldn't have happened necessarily at that time.
Yes,
because we were supposed to be on.
Yes,
so.
Riding with Larry says every group cruise is the best. Each one is unique because the recipe changes for each one. We make it great at the time. That's
well
right. And that's exactly what we did. We had to have broken some capacity records in the hot tub.
Probably.
Yes, I laughed for hours, says Meg W. It was lemonade with vodka, says Arnold Kump. Good point.
True.
We squashed into coop soup and it was delicious. That's right. That's right, Nancy. Did someone get to John's cabin and see how the teepee was? I think I filmed. Oh, no. I didn't do that, but I filmed a video. The teepee was under, at the plaza.
Well, I'll tell you,
It's my story. I'm sticking to it.
one of the best things to happen to me was when I got home to have real toilet paper. I didn't care whether it was over, under, or what.
Over, under, or sitting on top of the toilet.
Put the stuff on the ship.
Yeah.
My bunger's never going to forgive me.
One
I gotta
false
tell you.
move, too, and that's the, a finger can get...
A breakthrough. Yeah, I know
breakthrough.
it. I know
All right.
it.
We have a way of breaking this down that as only we can do it. Sharon at Sea, they were organized. They had a plan. They discussed it, and it was very, very good, and it was awesome. If you missed their live stream on Monday, please go back and watch the replay of that. Because, I mean, as it with most things with Sharon at Sea travel, it's...
Off the chisel.
If you know what I mean. We had fun watching it from the peanut gallery at home, which is funny because Kelly said I look like a peanut salesman
You
on
did.
board one of the nights.
Or you looked like one of those guys that go bum 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 bum.
Mr. Sandman.
Bum 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 bum.
Again, maybe I was top 3 dancer, but there's no denying I was the best dressed on that ship. None. None.
Yeah.
Try me.
Scroll time.
I was the best dressed on that. I feel like the Horizon Group cruise will always stand alone as great time because it was such a small, small intimate group.
So
and of
there
course,
is that,
because
right?
I was on
The
that
large-
particular
Just
cruise.
depends. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes, I understand the intimacy of that all. Justin, TP that dissolves quickly.
Yes. It dissolved very quickly.
Yes. Monroe had me beat. No, he didn't. Not on the dressing. He did not. Kevin Brubaker, you could shut your dirty mouth with that. Monroe would admit it too. All right? Just stop now.
Yeah,
That's
you
an
were-
argument you'll never
Yeah,
win.
as Mel Snow says, you were ship show classy.
Yes, I was.
You had suspenders on even though you didn't need
Even
suspenders.
Nancy says it.
Yes.
I did need it. My pants would have fell right straight to the ground.
Could have wore a belt.
But why not wear suspenders?
That's true.
Oh my God, when Mrs. Doodles asked John if he had a newspaper in his nappy sack, it was a solid go, yeah. Do you have a newspaper in your nappy? Yeah, that's what she kept saying to me.
Oh,
Lisa
my
was a
God.
blast too. Yeah. Lisa was on fire. But anyway,
Lisa was on fire for several of the nights. Yes, she had a great time.
Sharon at Sea broke it down, and then Nancy and Anthony, they broke it down, and they kind of talked about the food and stuff. And I think tonight we're going to do it a little bit differently so that you can hear
We're going to try not
the
to
ship
squirrel out.
show perspective. And thank God for York. You know, he talks about, much like the show, I just show up. But he wrote all this
Oh,
stuff.
it looks so pretty, too.
But he did it. He did all that because I was too busy editing.
Cruising for Food says, I look forward to seeing John's outfits every day. You know who else's outfits I look forward to seeing? Those Q's Cruisers.
Yes.
Every day.
Yes. Bob had a different Rooster shirt every day. And gosh dang it, that got me in the subcockles too.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to break it down for you. Okay. Here it goes.
So we're going to do two different things. So the big 3, right? The big 3 cruise lines. You got Royal, you got Norwegian, and Carnival. And finally, John and I have cruised on all 3 within the last 2 years, right? Let's
Yes.
call it the cruising modern era.
Yes.
Food.
Wait, real quick. Michael Lozano. What I would suggest, yes, there's tons of pictures, but you should write down here, right here. If you join our ship show group, if you haven't already,
There's a bunch.
there was a million pictures. There was at least one of all of the outfits every night. That's where you're going to find them for show. Anyway, I digress.
No, it was our first Norwegian cruise, so now we got something to compare it to.
Mhm.
We're just gonna get into overall thoughts, right? Okay.
Yep.
Overall themes. Food. Royal still tops in our book. Then Norwegian, then Carnival.
Yep.
Right?
One Royal Caribbean.
Then Norwegian. I think Norwegian was close to Carnival.
Yeah, so a lot of people had us thinking. Remember the last live stream? We
Yeah.
thought we were going to be Norwegites.
Yes, we did.
Yes, indeed. Yes, Kevin, I am the
Yes.
epitome of style, and I appreciate you mentioning that. The suspenders were great, especially when John snapped them on his nips. But yeah, I thought we were going to end up being Norwegites.
Because of the food. I thought
The
we were.
food and the ship and all that, I just thought
Yeah.
for sure we were going to have our minds blown. And it didn't happen. But sometimes you got to cruise the line more than once to find out.
And we'll expand on the food in a second. But entertainment. Royal and Norwegian, we gave it a tie.
Yes.
And still Carnival in third.
Right.
Or like the shows and what they got going on.
There was some great
Royal, you
entertainment
got
on
Broadway
board.
shows.
Yes.
Norwegian has the good rock shows and some of their entertainment shows.
That band at Sid Norman's Poorhouse was fantastical. Yeah. Very good. I have to say the entertainment was definitely on point, but I don't think it like outshined Royal. Stephen D.Z. There was duck à l'orange in the hot tub several times, but mostly it was me who was serving it up, if you know what I'm saying. It was by accident, but I was always sitting in the middle, like on the floor, and I would try to catch my bounce, and I'd end up kicking someone in the nethers.
Well, the words are saying after the pandemic, everything's been a little different. Norwegian seems to have changed big time, and it must be big time because to me, was kind of like main dining room and specialty restaurants were kind of like on par with Carnival, which I'm like,
Crazy Cat Traveler said 6 is a Broadway show. Yes, it is. But I'm just saying, and 6 was fantastic. 6 was freaking off the chisel. Did you see 6?
Yeah, but isn't that just like a variety show, whatever, of singing?
Oh. Well, I guess a variety show, and I guess your idea of a variety show and mine must be different. I loved 6. 6 was good, and it's presently on Broadway. That's right. I noticed a few changes in the food on Carnival Sunrise. I don't know if it's temp or if it's going to be like that moving forward.
Well, since food, let's just go down the food list right away.
Okay.
Cagney's Steakhouse.
Thumbs down.
Huge thumbs down. Huge disappointment.
Major.
Worst dinner I had on the ship.
Thumbs stinking daggone freaking down. And let me expand upon that. I got the ribeye at a steakhouse.
Me too. So did I.
You would think that it would be a quality cut of meat, and I'm telling you,
it was like thin,
it was thin, and it was cooked to the right temperature. But for heaven's sakes, it was grainy, like just chewy and grainy. It was cooked medium rare, but it chewed like double well done. Terrible steak. Worst I can remember.
At sea, for sure.
I've cooked better steaks from the grocery store that I got for $1.99 on special.
And I agree. And we're going to hit this in the hot second. Ocean Blue. I didn't do it, but you did.
I'll give it a thumbs up. But I mean, it wasn't my favorite meal.
Italian. You didn't do?
Didn't do it.
I gave it a thumbs up. My wife gave it a thumbs down, so we're like right in the middle there.
Crazy Cat Traveler said the steak in the Manhattan Room couldn't be chewed. That's what my steak was like.
Teppanyaki. I didn't go, but you did.
Yes. The steak that I had at that teppanyaki place, and I'll give it a thumbs up, was fantastic. It was the filet. Wowza.
Everybody on the ship, in our group that went to teppanyaki said it was off the chisel.
It was great. The chef was great. It was awesome. Vicky's Voyage says I didn't have that experience on the Scape. Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it. So teppanyaki was definitely a thumbs up
Brazilian
for me.
Steakhouse, I did not go to.
Didn't do it because that's not my jam.
Yeah.
I don't need to be sat there and like force-fed meat.
Well, okay, let's go into the small...
Anyway, what?
Let's go into the smaller venues, the Oceans, which is like the Irish pub.
Well, hold on. Real quick. Did you do the MDR?
Oh, I had MDR. Yeah.
Meh. But I do want to mention something about the MDR.
Like, I don't want to do... I would lean towards thumbs down.
Yes, exactly. The teppanyaki was great. Loud, though, says Todd Karazi. Yeah, it was loud. Daniel Field says the Italian restaurant got replaced on the newer ship, so that old Italian is not great. So the Manhattan Room, right? A little bit classier. One of the things I liked about it, and I disliked about it, there was two things. I liked the live jazz music in the... My goodness, Lindy Lou. I want to be force-fed good meat.
It's Marty Stanley. She said, give me the meat.
Heaven's sakes alive, Lindy over here. But I love the little jazz music vibe. And right, they say that the Manhattan
Nurse
room
Nancy
is like,
says the same thing.
they say it's like the more classy thing there.
Yeah.
And I'll say this, I ate there twice. And if y'all know me, I like to wear my hats, okay? And I dress nice enough and make sure the hat is a nice hat that goes with my outfit. They always ask you to take it off, and I'm fine. If that's the rule, that's the rule. And I did. But we went to teppanyaki, and they asked me to take my hat off, and I'm like, the chef's got a hat on. If he can wear his hat, I can wear mine. And Kelly's like, yeah, but he can catch an egg in there in his hat. I said, bring me an egg. Bring me an egg.
You couldn't have caught it in the paperboy hat, though.
I had a fedora on.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I could have put it right there anyway. But I'm just saying.
An egg would have looked good on that hat.
They told me I could wear my hat there. But then, and we'll get to this, did we talk about the noodle bar?
Yeah, we're going to get there. Well, Cruising for Food says Cagney's was great for me. I don't think anybody at our table had, at least that night we were there.
Well, yeah, that's because she got the soup.
Well, the French onion soup was fire.
Yeah, the soup. She probably got the soup and some carrot sticks or something. If she got a steak and it was good, then
we're
you
going to
got
fly
lucky.
through this. O'Shea's, which if you don't know is the Irish bar. It is open 24 hours. It's kind of like, on this ship anyway, it's the central meeting place.
Yes.
From the ship.
Great concept, too.
Yeah, Irish bar, sports, games, 24-hour wings that were off the hook. I gave that a thumbs up.
Daniel Field says the noodle bar only exists on the Breakaway.
Well, it should exist on none of them because it was that.
It was. Now, I know there were some in our group that really liked it.
I liked the apps.
Doug loved it.
But the noodles themselves
The
suck.
pot stickers were hot fire, but the noodles to me were like, they were not good, and I tried them.
If you're going to be a noodle bar, that's got to be your appetizers. Can't be your jam.
Lori says, how mad was John about taking off his hats? Well, speaking of the noodle bar, just ask the girl at the noodle bar how mad I was. Because, for one, there was like 5 people with baseball hats on in there. But the location of this place is in the freaking smoking section of the casino.
So it's right up my alley.
There is nothing, I repeat, nothing that I would consider classy about the noodle bar.
It was nice in there.
It was nice, but I mean, Jesus, you walk
It's
in.
actually not really the smoking section, but yeah, you can smell it while you're eating.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, I'm just saying, you can't wear a hat in a place where you walk up and sit down. I'm like, she goes, sir, could you please remove your hat? I said, in the noodle bar? In the noodle bar?
Hey, to be fair, they didn't on the O'Shea's and the Irish pub, on the, if you went to sit down at a seated table, they didn't want you wearing hats in there either.
Okay, listen, I'm all for rules, and I know some of y'all out there just can't stand when people wear hats at dinner. Well, I'm of the new school, and if you wear a nice hat, you should be allowed to wear it. But that's just me.
No,
you're not going to change my mind. And much like
the alternative is seeing John and I without hats. And that's not pretty.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. And I was trying to explain that is that my hat is less offensive than my hair. And don't sit here and tell me how good I look with my hat off, because there were several of you that liked my hair, but I don't.
Yeah.
But
Sushi bar,
great.
Bunta, that was his jam all trip. He loved the sushi bar.
Mike Cray says O'Shea's did the job.
Yeah, O'Shea's was good.
The Snows liked Cagney's and Le Bistro.
Okay, I forgot Le Bistro on here. Thumbs up for me. That was really good.
Escargot.
I actually had a decent escargot. Escargot on Royal still better.
Very much so. Great point.
But the steak and filet I had in Le Bistro was top notch.
How do you pronounce the word after escargot?
Escargot?
Bourguignon?
Oh, I don't know.
Escargot bourguignon.
French. I don't know.
Okay.
Sushi bar, awesome. Raw bar. Actually, Lisa and I, our favorite dinner was in the raw bar. It was really, really good.
Me too.
Thumbs up.
Best meal I had. Yes, Dad. Thank you for telling everybody in the chat. My dad's on point right now. Tomorrow's Kelly's birthday. My wife's birthday. That's right.
Take her to some kind of town.
I'm going to take her into town, yes. We might get, we'll probably get Ted.
Oh, perfect.
But anyway, I digress. Marty Stanley says, John, especially if you're spiffy and suave, love the hats.
There you go.
Are you serious? The Noodle Bar, Vicky's Voyages and Adventures. I think that they're taking umbrage. Listen, some will say that I'm a food snob, but I can tell you this, and I am. But if York's agreeing with me, York is more forgiving, in my opinion.
I eat for fuel on a ship, but I love like ramen and udon and all those kind of things.
Yeah.
I was just like, this was just a waste of time. I might as well have just gone to the buffet.
Right, and that was one of the things we were really looking forward to.
Yeah,
We talked about it pre-cruise, that noodle bar.
Yeah.
I wanted pho. That's what I wanted.
Well, even if it was good ramen or udon, you would have had a good meal, but it was not.
Right. Agreed.
Okay.
I'm just being honest.
Raw bar, we already gave a thumbs up.
Okay, wait. Raw bar. That freaking crab toast
Hot
is one
fire.
of the best things I've ever eaten
Hot
on a
fire.
cruise ship. It's
Hot
a piece of toast like this, right?
It's like kind of like Texas toast,
Yeah.
crab all over it.
Crab piled 4 inches high. Delicious. And you watch them prepare right in front of you. We got the seafood tower.
Yeah.
And
Because you texted me.
And I got oysters.
I got oysters too.
I got oysters over
They
there
were
in
real good.
Watertown way.
Yep. Yeah, I think they were North Points.
Yeah, I got the Watertowns, I got the North Points, and I got the Kabukis.
You got the Francisconis?
I got the Kabuki brothers.
Oh, yeah, those are good.
The Kabukis. Yeah.
Raw bar's not on most of the ships. It should be. And you know what? It was actually underutilized. It was never busy.
Yeah, it's pho. I know, Liz. I just like to say pho.
Raw bar was on point.
Off the chisel.
And for Lisa, who doesn't really usually like that kind of stuff, like the calamari there was awesome. That was our favorite meal.
Yep.
American Diner. This is what replaced Margaritaville on the ships, if you knew that.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Like the actual Margaritaville?
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
It's their attempt at, I guess, like a Johnny Rockets.
Yes.
But Johnny Rockets doesn't have, like, salmon and pork chops. I just didn't get it. It was really weird.
Yeah.
And warm milkshakes aren't a jam. They're not good.
Let's see. Amy says, was the raw bar extra?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a la carte.
You could
absolutely was. So was
include
sushi.
it you could have it included as one of the specialty restaurants for you if you wanted to, but we had already used that, so yeah, it was a la carte.
Yeah. It was warm shakes. I'm sorry. And let me say, I'm sure that those of you who got hamburgers and stuff, some of you really enjoyed those, and that's great. What I got was the seafood platter, and Long John Silver's is better. I got the seafood platter, Long John's, Long John's.
They kind of look like Gordon
Long John's.
Food Service
No, it's
fish
Long John's.
nuggets.
Yeah, they look like that wasn't fish.
Perfect squares.
Not good. I'm just saying it.
And the milkshakes were warm, dude. Yes,
They were warm. That's not a lie. They were freaking warm. And Kelly kept saying, I kept thinking I was getting just getting the whipped cream.
Yeah.
And
that Bunta said, so we had 3 different tables eating at the same time. Everyone got warm milkshakes.
And that was coincidence that you guys just happened to show up.
Yeah.
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 Drink the milkshakes faster.
No.
Yeah. They came warm.
And they got
Long John's
they took them off the
sticks.
bill. I mean, I'll tell you what, the staff, if you didn't like something and you let them know, they were quick to fix.
If you
In
didn't
my
like
experience
something,
anyway.
if you didn't like something and you didn't let them know, they were aware. And they were very, very, very attentive to that. And I have to definitely give credit due for that because it's true.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, let's see. Oh, the Haven restaurant. You got to eat in there once, right?
No, I did not.
Snap.
I missed out on that.
That was
one.
damn good. Thank you. Thank you, Bunta. Thank you, Bunta. And the Fields. That was the best food on the ship.
I believe that.
And it should be. The
I
Haven
believe it.
restaurant, it should be. So,
yeah.
That's it for the food. Entertainment. We're going to go back to ranking the big 3.
Yes.
We kind of put Royal and Norwegian in a tie, right? Wait, did we cover this one already? About the Broadway shows?
Yeah, we
Into
did.
that?
We did. Yeah.
Cruise directors. This is one that the Carnivalians get a big kick out of. Carnival's still tops when it comes to cruise directors.
Absolutely. Haven was delicious, says the craze.
Yep. Carnival cruise directors, I don't think any other cruise line could touch them. But I do feel like Alvin our cruise director made me laugh a ton.
Yeah, he was great. He was great.
Good.
Yep.
And he's kind of like, they're in the middle of Carnival and Royal. Like
Yes.
Royal, they're kind of there. They make announcements. One of our favorite cruise directors is a Royal Caribbean cruise director, but he's also on a 7,000 person ship.
Yeah.
So we get he can't be everywhere.
Yeah.
So we kind of threw Norwegian in the middle between Carnival and Royal.
Yep.
Right.
So Carnival, Norwegian,
And then Royal for cruise director. The service. This is kind of our last big three categories.
and some of you might be surprised.
But we agreed on these things.
Yep.
So
It was unanimous. We didn't have to debate anything.
no. Service.
Norwegian, hands down.
It was the best. I can't in it. I don't think it's fair to say that it was just because it was 50% capacity. It just was. I don't care if it was or not.
They were so attentive.
Everywhere we went. I don't think I waited more than 30 seconds ever for any kind of drink.
Yes.
An answer to a question. It was the best I've ever had on a cruise.
Yeah, Daniel Field says that the NCL cruise director did host Nautical Nurse Nancy's marriage show. Yes, Nancy and Anthony were on the Love and Marriage show. And what's funny is I came in late, right?
Yeah.
At the tail end. And all I heard, someone showed me a video of them like sucking face like true lovers. It was so romantic. But it
had everyone in the crowd had this.
Yes. But I didn't get to see the whole show. The next morning, I was laying in bed. Kelly turns on the TV, and all of a sudden I hear...
All of a sudden...
No. All of a sudden I hear...
Yes!
I'm like, what the heck was that? I'm looking around, and Kelly's like, Nancy's on the TV!
Yeah. They won.
They won.
They
played their video of them on the Love and Marriage show in perpetuity on the television.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yep.
And I don't know if anybody got the footage on the Sail Away video that they did. There's a ton of our group that video that they played on the TV.
Yeah. Real quickly, I was in there for sure.
Everybody was.
I was like filming like some cinematic shot. But I did want to say that in the oh crap, I lost my train of thought. It was right there, York. It was right there. Now it's gone, like a fart in the wind. Oh, in the main dining room, you'll see it in one of my vlogs. Even though the service was fantastic, there was a point at which in the Manhattan room, especially, where this must have been because of the capacity, but since we were at such low capacity, everyone's like squirrel. The servers and the server's assistant. Well, the server's assistant just stood there like 5 feet away while we ate our meal and just stared. And I'm doing a video at one point. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's staring. She won't stop staring. I can't get her to stop looking. And I couldn't like move. I'm like, crap, I got to eat all this. You couldn't do anything. You took a sip of water, she would come. Fill it up.
And if you didn't eat your food, you felt like you were offending her.
Well, yeah, but they stood there and just watch you eat, and that's a little bit awkward. And you'll see in the video, I make mention of it on numerous occasions. But still, amazing service. I'm not used to being watched like that.
I know it. Are we caught up on? We're just scrolling out.
That show was a ton of fun, but also rather embarrassing, says Nancy. I have never eaten in the Manhattan room. Daniel Fields, from what I understand, and anyone in the chat can correct me if I'm wrong, on that ship, there's the Manhattan room, Taste, and Savor.
We ate in Taste.
We did too.
We tried to go to the Manhattan room, but I had shorts on, so they wouldn't let me. Even though the gals had like short skirts on, we couldn't go. So it's the same menu though.
From what I understand, that's the classier one. And
Same
the other
menu,
two,
though.
right? And the other two are smaller and maybe a little less formal. But I will say this: even at lunch, no hats in Taste or Savor. I learned that immediately. And what's funny is, so this is what I would do. They'd say, "Sir, could you take your hat off?" And I would be like, Okay. How's that for you? Is that working out? Is that the look you're going for here? I mean, get a look at that. Is that what you're going for?
You prefer that?
Oh, that's funny because that's not the way I wear my hair. It's just, normally I go, how come I can't do it? I can't get it.
No, but
normally it's over this way. And it's a little bit more.
I think you gave them perspective.
It's hard to do this. I can't get it. But yeah, I'm like, okay, sounds good. I'll just, I'm good to go. Can I get the escargot, please? I'm just going to do the rest of the show like this. Now do you see why I hate my hair?
Well, and why they should rather him wear a hat?
Pia says you shouldn't have worn a short skirt then. Yeah.
Nice come over, says Stephen Z.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose, Pia, but, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Meg W says happy.
Oh, I think what Pia's saying is, no. She said you should have worn a short skirt then.
Yeah.
York. Oh, Pia, I totally misunderstood. Yes. Oh, my God.
There
would
was
that
a
not have been
gentleman on board
vlogging
that
gold?
was wearing those
Pia,
quite
that would have been
frequently.
hilarious.
Tutus, bras, and all.
Yes.
So
that's some great hair, says Lori Cray. Yeah, right? So that didn't go well. As a matter of fact, Nancy says she loves my hair. I knew it. As a matter of fact, and thank you, Nancy. Nancy was so nice at dinner. She was just like,
she was like, oh, honey, your hair.
Because I was
looks
all
so...
insecure and I hate it. I feel like my dong's out when my hat's off. For real. That's how I feel. It's the same feeling I get.
Yeah, I hear you.
But, breaking news. NCL just announced they are suspending their no hat policy.
Oh, his new favorite cruise line.
But at one point, this is God's honest truth. I went into Taste with Kelly for lunch.
And you're a big MDR for lunch and breakfast.
Yeah, I like it. It's a nice vibe. No. So we go in there and she goes, sir, could you remove your hat, please? And I said, okay, sure. I'm like, how's that? Wait, I always push it. It's hard when you look at the screen, but I'm like, okay, why can't I do this? I can't do it.
I think they get the idea, though.
I'm like, okay, how's that? She's like, okay, that looks good. And I at one point I told the lady, I'm like, come on. And I actually, one night, I had to go back upstairs and do my hair because we were at a nice place. And I'm like, but after the fourth day, I'm not going to lie, guys, I took a stand. I took a stand.
Didn't one of the service members tell you if you say no one time, they're just going to be like, okay.
Well, yeah, and that's what happened. I'm sorry, but, whatever. But I did start preparing myself, though, and doing my hair underneath my hat. So if they told me to take it off, I was cooperative. I just got a little squirrely at the end, like a little bit, not confrontational. Yeah. Liz says, cut it off. Get the flock out of here, girl. I'm not that. I mean, it just looks like that when I push it whatever way.
Purple. It'd look better purple.
That looks what I call. You've heard of flock of seagull? This is the seagull. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I love it.
But anyway.
You never ate in the buffet, did you?
No, well, I went in there for lunch or something, but I only got a couple things. Oh. I did like the suckling pig.
They had that?
Yeah, they had a full roasted pig on the jammer.
Oh, we had nothing but only like halfway decent stuff at breakfast. Typical breakfast buffet. But we went for dinner one night and.
Hey, what's up, Brian N? Glad to have you here.
I was just
Hashtag
overall.
Seagull.
I think the overall theme is I was hoping for probably more like celebrity cruise line type food.
Yes.
I was hoping to top Royal at least.
Yes.
And I was let down.
Kevin Brubaker just reminded me of one of my favorite characters in the world.
You're not going to take your pants off, are you?
No. Hi, I'm Ed Grimley.
Oh, Jesus. You would
I'm
love
on fire with knowledge, Pat.
You would love Ed Grimley.
Can I buy a vowel, Pat? Oh, my God. Ed Grimley. Do you remember Ed Grimley?
Yes. Is that Martin Short? Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
I can't do his dance anymore. When I was a kid, I could. Oh, my gosh, Kevin. Thanks for that one. Hey, John, I uploaded a pic of that full rooster pig to Dropbox. Yeah, I saw it. I just got off the celebrity.
You know what? I forgot. I didn't get footage
awesome,
for you. I didn't get footage for you We sat down to breakfast on the final day, and Lisa and I see Pam sitting down. Like, basically, she can't see us, but she's sitting next to us. Puts down her Cheerios, goes back to get stuff, and I steal her Cheerios. And she came back. She's like,
"Oh, Doodles, and you didn't film it?"
I know.
Oh my gosh, I could have put that music in the dum 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 dum.
No.
Did you get any footage, by the way? I'm just curious.
I went live on Facebook for the sail away.
Yeah.
I've got some pictures more than video.
Okay.
Oh no, I do have some good video of us coming into harbor in New York.
There was at one point we were going to be at 2 different restaurants and do like a. But okay, I'm switching to celebrity next year. Any pointers?
No, you're just gonna eat your face off, and everything's gonna be dope.
The hat thing was bullshist, says Nina Crennan. Timmy likes his hats also. Yeah, I know, Nina. By the way, Nina, the Crennans, they were the best too. You gotta love the Crennans, and she always had that nice little bow in her hair. Just the best.
Rhonda Carney just got off Celebrity. That's their jammer. They don't got the water slides and the bowling alleys and stuff. They focus on the food. So if that's what is your main concern, again, I like good food, but for me, it's fuel to just drink more, party, hang out in the pool and stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah. Pam asked the question that we're talking about here a little bit. Did you like my hometown, New York?
Oh my gosh.
It was exciting. It was very exciting. So much going on, so much there. You know what I mean? There was just a lot. I really did enjoy it. There was one thing I didn't enjoy, and that was turds on the sidewalk. But I think we can all agree that, that's probably just like...
I think you posted a picture in the Facebook group, but it was an actual turd, a human turd on this. And he texts me and he goes, "Hey, someone dropped their ice cream."
It was a load too. Like there's no way that I could do that.
Well, there's things you'll experience in New York that you'll experience nowhere else. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Like people laying in the middle of the road talking to themselves.
Right. I saw somebody pee with kids in a taxi cab right in front of them. But I will say this.
Yeah, just it's interesting.
What I expected people to be like you hear the like people are rude and just whatever. I found many of the people that I interacted with to be very pleasant.
Yeah, I agree.
And New York was fun.
And I'll tell you what, there is no better, at least in the United States, I would say, no better place to cruise out of, like for the sail away. That, my friends, was worth the trip all into itself.
Flamingo Pam said that was a dog turd.
Whether you
that was not a dog turd.
But by
Trust
the way,
me.
that sail away, you guys, and you'll see it in some of the vlogs, was the most astounding, impressive, kind of emotional thing I've ever seen.
Cindy Spiker's out here doing what she does best.
Oh, yeah.
She's out
You
there.
look like you're part of Nickelback.
Wait a minute, cover your face or something. I don't know. Cover your face. That? Oh, you can't.
They saw it live.
Yeah. Cindy's out here getting the receipts. Cindy was doing that on
Don't
the
you
ship
think though?
too.
I mean, for that trip, like part of the value is sailing away from New York City. That was unbelievable.
Absolutely. You want to talk about a sail away party that's off the hook?
Yeah.
Did we talk about whose sail away parties were best?
What do you mean?
Well, Carnival has a really killer sail away
Well, they got
party.
a good deck party with the cruise director and everyone dancing around. But I'm talking about just the whole ambiance and everything around you, the scenery. There's nothing that can compare to New York, at least in the United States. There's no way.
It is, Todd.
There's no way.
Cinematic mode. It's great.
That sail away was incredible. Yes, you're right, Timothy. That is something I'll never forget. It's a way to see New York that you will not see unless you go on a cruise from there. So,
I'm sure she'll post it in the Facebook group, Liz. You'll see the picture.
Oh, that picture of your hair. I'll get some other ones for you guys.
I'm sure that Bob will have a T-shirt of it soon. Could you imagine Bob with that shirt? And congratulations are in order, by the way, to Bob and Sarah from Q's Cruisers. Got engaged at one of the sea days.
Was it right after the chicken dancing?
Yeah. I mean, you want to talk about a double whammy.
Yes. So that was kind of one of the...
You are LaTanya Hopkins. Really, truly, almost everyone I met was super friendly.
Yeah, I agree. The proposal, that was amazing. Didn't
Yes.
expect that. The live Rooster chicken dancing. Didn't expect that.
Off the chisel.
Live battle nips with Trevor Bagachler. I didn't expect that.
That was cool.
That was
Although
super
I
cool.
wonder what, they want you to wear a hat in that part of the Oceans, and here we are, Trevor topless, putting a grid.
Well, a lot of us gentlemen were topless even the last night in the Irish pub.
Timothy Walters, yeah, I know. And if my dad could only see it,
He will.
I'm sure he will.
There's pictures.
There's video, I sure hope. And I did want to bring this up. I put
I'm going to get one more beer. You want one?
Yes, please. I put a shared box in the Facebook group for the cruise where people could share pictures and videos so that I can put like a little something together, especially with the pictures. But if you have a video that's really like interesting that, might help, in telling a story for either, the Sharon at Sea crew or us or whatever, please share it. Know this. If it's vertical like this, it's probably not going to get used. But there's a few things that I don't have. And one is a good quality video of the chickens. Any video of us and our shenanigans in Oceans that night, I have none of that. That would be great. So, but Bob and Sarah, that was awesome.
You don't have
Gotta
footage
say.
of inflatable chickens really that well?
What's that?
You don't have much footage of the, especially when the DJ played the chicken dance? You don't have any of that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully we're not buffering because I'm getting an error message here. So
Todd Riley Doodles is Randy Quaid.
uh,
That was almost going to be my Halloween costume.
Daniel Field says he will add Dropbox stuff. Yes, good. You can be topless, just don't wear a damn hat, says Mike Cray. Exactly. If a rooster could have performed the marriage services, wow. Yes, I agree.
So I offered. I had my Deacon Doodles outfit and everything.
I loved it.
I think they probably want
Thanks,
their family
Pepito.
there.
I love how right when we were sailing away, Bunta got a picture blessing the city.
Oh, yeah.
Doodles was blessing not only people from our group in his Halloween costume as Deacon Doodles, but he was blessing total strangers.
I was saving people. I was taking their heads and I was saving them.
Yeah, he's like... He was very theatrical about it, and that's what made it, even more effective. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Kevin he said he got to see the morning show.
Todd Karazi, who cares if it was in the hot tub? That's good stuff in there.
Kevin says he liked the morning live with the imposter John in York.
Yes, and there's a story there.
I haven't seen it yet.
I found out why. Okay, so I got this iPhone days before the cruise, like the day before. And I paid for it. I bought it. But I used it for my new company phone. And my company set up my phone and gave themselves permissions to do all kinds of things to my phone.
Brilliant.
One of those things was not allowing me to go live. Found that out. But what's worse is I can't hook it to my own computer and remove my photos. So I'm forced to use iCloud, which, as some of you may know, if you record a lot of video, sometimes if you're not with Wi-Fi, it takes a very long time to upload into iCloud. I filed a formal complaint at the office today. That is something that I'm not happy with, especially since I paid for the phone. But, I love my company, and I've been there for a very long time, and they have taken care of me in lots of ways. So I'm sure we'll work it out.
Todd Riley, so
Just let me download
we did
my
dock in
videos. I
Bermuda,
won't watch
just not
porn, I promise.
only one of the 3 days that
Huh?
we were supposed to. Todd said, what? So no docking brother. Only one of the 2 days. And actually one of those days, even though it was windy and super, 12, 14-foot waves, it was super sunny and warm out, and that's when we dominated the deck.
Oh, yeah. By the way, before we go further, sorry, I didn't mean to, but there was a point to this. So I couldn't go live with my phone because of this. And Nancy and Anthony were gracious enough to let me use their phone to go live. But I had to log in on their phone. they had my login on their phone, right? So they could switch accounts, and they asked, but I told them it would be funny, So it was all good. They did the imposter show, and I think their impressions were nothing less than stellar.
I didn't know I drank like this.
You do?
I do?
Yes.
Even
all
my
the time.
beer?
Mm-hmm.
No.
You do, bro. I know. I don't know, but it's still great.
Okay.
It was good to see. It was good to see. And I like how people are calling him imposter, Rooster and Doodles.
Yeah, they were good, even though I haven't watched it yet.
Dang, what's
But
the
I heard
inches
they
on
were
that
good.
thing? Oh, Vicky's Voyage is, I think it's 6.5. I don't know. There's a real serious joke there that I'm just going to go ahead and own, but it's very large. It's a big phone. It's a big phone.
Wait, we had Anthony and Nancy on the Newlywed Game. We had the proposal, live battle nips. Tony Jackson was in the Ironman competition at the pool deck.
Oh my God, yes, he was.
He didn't win, but he was entertaining.
Thank God. York's like, get up here now. Tony Jackson's on fire up here. I didn't get any footage, though.
Well, he had to go first.
Damn, Pam.
So
She says that's too small.
That was tough. Our Rooster relay race was great. The costume party, meet and greet, slot pull, and several of the folks in the group hit some good jackpots in the casino.
Yes,
So
indeedy. Yes, indeedy.
that is like, I think so far we didn't touch on really a lot of Bermuda because most of our cruise was not in Bermuda.
Right.
But that's what I got. I think we covered all the bases for now. Tony covered more bases than we did, but that's what we got.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed we couldn't golf.
Yes,
What
that
about
was
the bar
that was-
service.
Bar service was on point, like
Off the
every
chiz.
other service.
Off the chiz.
I'll tell you what. For the ship show loves the drink package on every cruise line, right?
Yeah.
This Norwegian cruise line does not give a darn if you want a double. If you have the drink package, you can get 2-3 drinks. They don't care.
Right.
I've loved that. If you wanted to get a pina colada with a floater of rum on top, an extra shot,
Yeah.
they don't care.
No, you say a double, they're like, okay,
Yeah.
you order 2 drinks. On Royal, they want 2 cards. Here, they're
Yeah.
like, this one will do.
Carnival too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
It's
don't know.
just like the boner bar. Kevin says it's so hard not to comment.
It was hard to find too.
Yeah. Well, people are talking about the slot pool and the Rooster relay.
Yeah, those were a lot of fun.
Daniel Field says that Rooster relay was fan-freaking-tastic.
Well, yeah, of course he thinks that because he won.
Yeah, well, yeah, but one of the prizes, I wondered what he thought of that because it was the Rooster Booster, which turned out to be a surprise shot, Rooster Booster, of Malort that Kevin Brubaker sent me. Thank you, buddy. You were the wind beneath my wings with that. But I have to say about the Rooster relay, a couple things. If you don't know what that is, I'll quickly tell you. Each team had
5 bars?
five players. There were 7 teams of 5, right? Each team had one person staged at a different bar. At each bar, there was a drink that each member of their team had to drink. Once they finished their drink, they had to take their rubber chicken to the next bar where their teammate awaited, pass off the rubber chicken, wherein that person had to drink the drink that was at that bar, and so on and so forth. What I have to say is this. The first drink was a beer.
An IPA, though.
Yes, an IPA.
That's hard to chug.
Yeah, but no, apparently not. Because y'all were superstars. And some of you had that look of pure fire in their eyes. Like, you could see the look of determination as they walked down the hall. And I was at the first station.
I can't chug like a light beer.
Well, yeah, I can't either because I just burp, right? But everybody chugged their beers, and Monroe was running a little bit behind, and Monroe made me laugh my butt off because he's like, oh, I'm too old for this. He finished his beer and took off. And I'm telling you, I had my camera and I was trying to film the Rooster relay. You know, but my name's attached to it. I might as well film it, right? By the time I caught up to the bar, everyone had already had their drinks and were gone.
And you know what the second
And they
drink
had
was?
to drink was a Long Island.
Yeah, that was my station. They had to drink.
Nancy Fields is over there like, "Whoop." I heard the stories. I never did really truly catch up until at your station when they didn't have time to make the, or was it your station?
No, mine was the Long
it
Island.
was Kelly and Lisa's.
We had ours all ready to go.
Kelly and Lisa's, they weren't ready at Oceans, and we had to wait. So everybody kind of caught up there. So I did catch up to that, but then
they were fast, man.
They finished their drinks, and by the time I got up to the next two bars, they had everyone from both teams had their drinks at one bar and were finished.
Well, the thing is,
y'all were superstars.
When
real.
we gave the rules, people already started mapping out their routes.
Yes. And Daniel Fields was crucial on his team because everyone else went a specific way to get to the bar, and Daniel knew better, and he zigged where everybody else zagged.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he had Trevor, coming his way. That was teamwork in the finest order.
And they were on the winning team. And for Shauna Snow, who doesn't really have any cocktails, she's not really a big drinker. She had to do, was it the Dirty Sharon? Was that the last
Yeah,
drink?
the Dirty Sharon, yeah.
And
Which
that
is
girl,
some sort of peach nectar.
that girl,
thing.
they had a big lead anyway, and she went to Pound Town on that thing.
Nice.
She did.
If it's free, I'll chug. Except for Malort, Rumpelmans, and Goldschlager, says TXP.
All those things. Nope. I agree.
What did Nancy say?
That team was off
Tony
the
Snow
chain.
says it was rigged. Oh, come on. Tony was one of the guys who was first to finish his beer, as I recall.
No, they had, by the way, the winning team also had Mr. Jaws, who, God love him, is, not the fastest guy. He's got a cane.
Yeah.
He was on their team.
Yeah, he did his part.
And he said the elevators were going to take too long. So the guy with the cane took the stairs.
I love that. That's teamwork.
They crushed.
So what were the drinks? So you had a beer, you had a Long Island. What was the third one? Matador?
A Matador. You had an old fashioned.
And an old fashioned.
So two drinks that you should not have to chug.
Right. And you guys chugged the old fashions too, like bosses. I couldn't believe it. I didn't get any footage. So
I do have some footage of me being like, "Oh, here comes Daniel Fields, coming on the ride. Here comes."
If anybody has footage of the Rooster relay that's in horizontal mode, if you know what I'm saying, like this, that would be stellar for me. Oh no, Flamingo Pam says he jumped on our elevator. So I get a little competitive when drinking, says Meg W. Rooster relay sounds like should become a common thing amongst cruisers. Vicky's Voyages, I couldn't agree more. It was funny because when we were preparing...
Well, because you can't, it's a relay race, but you can't run.
Right.
So you can walk fast.
Yeah, some people were like doing that walk like the Olympic walkers. But
Daniel Byram, he was first to the first station. The dude was fast.
Yeah, well, hey, more power to him. But I do have to say that the funniest part of that whole thing was we were trying to be all organized and prepared, and we had this plan in place. We had 7 teams of 5.
Yeah.
But we had the people count out 5 teams of 7.
Yeah.
And we did it all wrong. And thank God for Miss
Jamie.
Bawinski, because she was like, I call her that because she's a teacher.
No, first of all, Sharon and I kept telling Jamie the opposite, and he went forward.
All right, well, yeah. But so then we realized we were in a 9-line bind, and we had to restart and recount off everybody. But, it was a success. It was fun, and I think it's going to be crazy. If we do, Jamie and I have been talking about it.
Well, it was a typical ship show at the beginning. That's what it was.
I had to blow by a couple taking photos on the glass stairs. I love that. They're like, oh, excuse me, pardon me. And you see a picture of Daniel Fields' butt as they're standing there. She's got the chicken wing, and the husband's like,
oh, nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could picture it in my mind's eye. What time did the relay start? 1:00, I think. Alyssa Dorman.
We had the slot pull. We had the meet and greet. I mean, everything was well attended, and
What about this?
You want to cover the ship itself?
Well, I like this word. It's just awesome. So we don't have to go there.
I don't know. I had high hopes for the ship.
Yeah,
after
so
watching
did I.
videos and whatnot.
Seeing the videos, yeah.
And there were a lot of things I didn't get to do. The water slides, the stuff I like to do, the ropes course, all that kind of stuff.
Didn't get to do any of that.
What I didn't really, and I know this is Norwegian's thing, is they prefer to have the layout on the outside of the ship, like bars and restaurants, outdoor dining. It was just a wonky layout. Everything was like compartmentalized or like segmented.
Yes.
It was strange.
And everything was all like on 2 decks, which I guess is okay, but it's just, whatever. Kelly really said that she wasn't truly impressed with the ship's layout
Neither was
as
Lisa.
well.
Neither was Lisa.
It was a fine ship, though. It was clean. It was beautiful. The decor was nice. But I really enjoy the Grand Promenade kind of thing.
The Royal Promenade type deal.
Yeah.
Even Carnival's got the big atriums.
Yes.
That are really, just impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Breakaway had one.
Right.
So, hey, by the way, we're not bagging on Norwegian. It's just this ship that we experienced.
We're killing it to you like we saw it.
It was just it was wonky. I don't know how else to say it.
But like we
even
said,
the pool deck, right? You're at the pool deck. It's kind of small and segmented. And then where like typically Carnival would have a big deck party right by the pool.
Yeah.
Or Royal would. They do that at the back in like a separate club area where there's no pool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's hot tubs back there.
It's
though.
different.
But
I don't know.
The ship was very clean, very well kept, spotless, quite frankly.
Spotless. Linda's got a question. When is the ship show SAST doing another group?
Well, officially, the next one is in March.
Yes.
In March, this coming March, on the Vista for Celebration. Nancy Plack says the people not involved in the Rooster relay were sure wondering what we were up to. I think there were a lot of people who had FOMO of our group, if we're being honest.
We also did have a scavenger hunt, and people signed up that weren't even in our group.
Yeah, but the odds of that were so small. We started the scavenger hunt in the library of all the places, and these young kids showed up, like in their 20s, like who should have been at the bar.
Didn't they come in like 4th or something?
Yeah, they almost won the dang thing, for heaven's sakes. And the scavenger hunt was a great time. Great time.
That was too.
Joni was like, you know what? I think I'll just sit here and watch. Miss Bowinski, I love her. She was so nice. Always Be Booked is here. Hey, 2 things. Yeah, so the Spice H2O was the place where we had the costume party, Cigars Under the Stars, which happened to align with like 90s nights. So we're out here, men.
Every dance
wanting to
party
smoke
was
cigars,
out there.
And all of a sudden you're hearing, I don't care who you are, where you're from.
Spice H2O was hot fire.
As long as you... Yeah, but I don't know if it was the best place for the Cigars Under the Stars.
No, it was.
It was great because everyone had a good time.
And it was the only place that had like music going on at the time.
Yeah.
And to be honest, we were all there without our children except Sharon at sea, but Matthew's older.
Yeah.
That made a difference. I enjoyed not having toddlers running around, and it just was a nice, different speed. I liked it. I loved the Spice H2O.
Yeah, it was fun. No, it was great. And the bartenders there were really nice and fast. Yeah. I
got to bless all the bartenders.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's great.
Did.
That's
Took
awesome.
communion. Me.
Really?
Yeah.
Be a suck egg mule.
Cigarettes and shots of all sorts of things. That was communion.
We filmed a video for Tommy in the cigar lounge one night.
We took some pictures.
No, we filmed video. I watched it today. We have a video. I forget what we were some people were calling him something, carabiner. But
I wasn't there.
They should do more with the waterfront. That's another thing I didn't check out.
Well, the waterfront areas, like where everybody walks around by the restaurants and stuff. Is that what it means?
Yeah, but is it just like the running track, or what is it?
Well, supposedly with Norwegian, when you walk like around their promenades outside. So all those restaurants have bars and everything. Everything was just because of the wind. No one was out there, so that was kind of weird.
Oh, then I feel bad for missing that. I would
like Daniel Fields, they've been on that ship a couple times to Bermuda. Yeah. They say that's where a lot of people hang out. So I don't know.
several people said you need to check it out, and I guess we just never got around to it. I mean, I'll have that opportunity in January of 2023 for the big one.
Yeah,
So-
Daniel says the waterfront was not good with it. Was not. You wouldn't have had a good time being out there anyway.
Yeah, it was windier than a backside of a yak after eating a bowl of hay. That's all I'm going to say.
Or raw bar.
Yeah. The rough weather kept us off the waterfront. Waterfront is outside dining area. Okay.
And the bars are out there too. Yeah. And I got to see it.
I didn't know there were other bars out there.
Yeah. It like right in a line. Almost every restaurant has their own little seating area.
Oh, man, missed out on that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
Tell me more about this carabiner.
I didn't see.
I'll send you the video, Tommy. It's funny. It's me, York, Trevor, Jamie from Sharon at Sea, and the Cumps. And
you know what's funny? I didn't see the theater, the main theater on the ship until we were walking off the ship, and you walk right through and by it.
Oh yeah,
I never
we
saw
in there.
That was the first time I saw it.
Tommy, though, did you see the picture I posted in the spa? It was like the Mr. Boats or whatever. I forget which that was, but I had my robe on with my Always Be Booked shirt on. I posted it in your group. You should see that.
That spa was hot fire.
Oh,
That spa was hot fire.
oh my. Yeah, the spa was definitely cool. That's my first experience in one of those
Like thermal suites.
Shevets.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yes. Are the words going to bed? David, I love you, buddy. David, take care. Take care.
Oh, you guys.
You might be seeing David very soon. That's all I'm going to say right here on the ship show. Take care, my friend. Much love.
Damn, Pia says, damn, I love going to spas. Well, you'd love it on the Norwegian Breakaway, I'm telling you. John, I was hyping it up because I just assumed on Harmony of the Seas that they would have that whole setup.
Yeah.
And we get there, there's like there's like a sauna and a steam room. That was it.
Yep. Love you, David.
But you enjoyed it. I mean, you had the 1 day pass.
Oh, that little thing that spurted out the water and you just stand underneath it and it was like, oh my God, on your back. It was like,
Yeah.
It took all the pain away.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah. Nice.
I knew a guy named Manischewitz. He was really sweet. Oh, for heaven's sake. Well, what do you think, Doodles? Did we cover the bases here?
Did anyone get some good wave footage? I'm sure.
I did.
I'm sure you
I've
did.
got it in several different frame rates. Who asked that?
I mean, BJFB.
Oh, yes, I did.
So Daniel Field says the thermal spa gets even better on the Breakaway Plus ships. That's cool. I mean, honestly,
I'll never get on a Norwegian ship again without getting that package.
well, I'll tell you what. The only ship I've been on for Carnival so far has been the Magic. And their thermal suite was comparable to that. Like,
Well-
that's where I fell in love with that style of spa. I don't know if the Mardi Gras, I would bet, has something like that.
Yeah.
But we're going to have to go every day.
Well, Flamingo Pam says the Mardi Gras did not have a good spa.
No, really. Does that mean there's no thermal suite? There's no like giant, huge hot tub with the pounding jets that just want to punch you in the face and in the butthole?
Well, speaking of getting punched in places of your body, there was definitely, I'm not going to mention any names, and it was no one from our group who was doing it,
Yeah.
but there were people in our group who witnessed it. Someone was getting their bagox off using the jets, and I'll just say this.
And it
wasn't a rooster, it was a hen. Okay? Clearly facing the jets. Right, never. Hey, listen, thermal spa, great place.
So I'm disappointed. Everyone's saying that the
Johnny
thermal,
Beesky.
the thermal
said she
spa
was
on the Mardi
recuperating.
Gras kind of sucks.
I had a great time with Joni Beesky.
Flamingo Band, there's the thermal spa. The bubbles were weak and in only one corner of the spa pool.
Great. Arnold Kump says yes. It was quite disturbing. Yeah. I mean, listen.
Oh, so that's a bummer about the Mardi Gras. Honestly, I go every day. That's where
Maybe we should take a tour first.
That's where I shower and get ready, like while Mrs. Doodles occupies the entire bathroom in our cabin.
Maybe we should go check it out. Mardi Gras thermal suite is small. Daniel Fields said that the Breakaway Plus suites have that way better thermal
It'd be hard to beat.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's honestly, that's one of the things I loved about the Magic, and I'm actually kind of now.
Do you see Joni Beeskie's here?
Final payment's not due till Sunday, so we have time to change.
She was there.
Joni Beesky, you were there.
Yeah. I didn't know I could press this button and create a video highlight.
That the state that most people were from on this ship?
Michigan.
Was.
Yes. It was me, says Liz. It was Liz in the... Oh, dude. I meant to upload one of these photos so I could show you. The furries are on board.
Oh, my goodness. They are.
The furry... you know what?
Who is the mole on board right now taking pictures of the furries?
I'm not exactly sure, but I will show you guys a couple.
They are
I will show you one picture. I have a great picture.
Are they in the spa thermal suite?
Yes.
That's a pretty good one.
I'm going to show you...
The furries.
She said that's a dog turd. There is no way. So that ain't no damn dog.
A dog
turd.
bowel doesn't do
on,
that.
Just get out of here, Flam Pam, with that thing. That was a freaking
That's either
Taco Bell.
That was either Dairy Queen drained in a
Cleveland
soft serve
steamer.
machine, or that was a human.
Yes, either someone dropped their twist ice cream cone, or
I think that's the good picture to share.
Yes, that's the one I'm going to share. There we go. I'm going to show this. I'll show you guys the furries who are on board the ship right now.
This is a furry cruise.
And as I understand it,
was it a flurry?
There are some more COVID cases on board, and I guess from what I understand, on this trip, the COVID cases might be possibly related to the kids club.
Ooh.
All right, here you go. Let me show you the furries real quick. They're living their best life, if we're being honest. There they are.
Oh, my.
Chilling.
And they don't work for the cruise line.
No. They're just furrying it up.
So you know what? The furries are probably like, those chickens? That was weird.
Yeah, those furries would have probably, tried to eat us. Look at it. You got a wolf over there, 2 wolves, 3 wolves.
How do they drink and eat? Do they cut a hole in the back to, do you know what?
I don't know. Maybe there's bags. Heck if I know.
They look cold.
Yeah. So there's your furries.
I think we're going to need furry updates throughout the week. So if any of y'all can jump into that group on Facebook and
that'd be great.
Spy and get some good footage on the furries, we'd appreciate that.
What do you call an upset furry? A furry fury.
Oh, that's something Kevin Baker would say.
Yeah. Well, listen, I think we covered the bases at least for now. Did they pee in the green patch of fake grass on board, says Pepito? The first one is not fully committed. I agree, always be booked. He just had on jeans and a hoodie with just a hat. The other 2 were full costume there.
Yeah, I know.
Well, maybe he's a chronic peer and he doesn't need all that.
Do they make them take off their heads in the dining room?
That right there. Doodles, that is such a great question. Like when they go into the main dining room, they're like, "Sir, could you remove your wolf
why
face?"
don't they have a mask over their giant mouths? Do they need masks over their giant mouths?
They don't need masks because they're
already on. But when they went through the terminal, did they need to? When they go on the airplane, do they have to wear those?
I don't know.
I have so many questions.
Tegan had a friend that was a furry, and we ate at Chili's with her looking like a fox. That's great.
I think we need an interview with a furry.
Yes, we do. Little freaky, says Nina Crennan. Little freaky.
Yeah.
We're talking about furry love on the breakaway.
Furry love.
I hope they don't make a mess on the day. Right. Listen, what am I doing over here?
I think people.
This is an outrage.
I think people, with all the chicanery going on with our group,
yeah.
I swear, I think people thought we were like on a poultry board somewhere, like, the poultry board of Iowa or something like that.
No.
They thought there was something chicken going on.
Right. I agree.
I don't know.
Who was it that said this? Tony Snow says, I got caught on the elevator with Bo Beep and the sheep one day. It was awkward. How do they test those furries for the PCR test? I'm pretty sure it's rectally, but that's just what I heard. from the Facebook group. All right, with that,
I think we've covered all the basics.
I'm going to go ahead and wait for that horn to sound.
It's right there, buddy.
And I'm going to leave you guys one last time with something
Do it.
that we started the show off, we played in the middle, and now we're going to finish her off with. Everyone, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. We've got more to talk about this, and the jokes will fly.
Wait, hold on. Arnold's saying that he had the cabin next to us. People were always butt naked on it.
Yeah.
You know that the cabin next to us was always at 8 a.m. smoking mad cigarettes
on their
like,
balcony?
on the balcony and blaring rap music 8:30 every morning.
Like, ain't nothing but a hooch, mama.
No, like,
ain't nothing but a
like
hooch,
Cardi
mama.
B and all sorts of stuff. So my wife, being the angel that she is, goes out there and says, it's too fucking early. Oops, sorry. It's too effing early.
Oh, heaven sakes alive. That's a first.
And she told them, you know what? You might want to reconsider what you do on your next cruise because you're not going to have neighbors as cool as us. I was like, snap, girl.
Damn.
And they stopped.
Next thing you know, somebody jumps over the balcony and says, let's go.
No, they stopped.
Really?
They stopped. Oh, yeah. It was 8 a.m.
I'm applauding. Lisa, York dropped the F-bomb. I love it.
I had to.
I guess. It was for effect. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. Make sure at this number, at this minute mark, you make sure the kids are in the
I don't
basement.
see anybody in here that's probably under 21.
Okay, good. Bunta's gone. All right.
Lisa's my idol, says Crazy Cat Traveler.
Jork, it's not your fault. You were repeating Lisa's speech. Blame Lisa.
Jork.
Yes. Jork. Excuse me, Jork. Mr. Jork.
Hispanics cannot say my name.
Don't be a jork, Jork.
They substituted J for a Y every time.
Don't be a jork, Jay. I remember one guy, Johnny, I have to take a cheat, Johnny.
Yeah, Lisa runs the whole deal, man. I mean, if we got to lower our cable bill, Mrs. Doodles is the one that makes the call. She makes it happen.
Kelly used to be that one, but I think she's lost lost it. But anyhow, the bases have been covered, smothered, chunked, and scattered. We will leave you with what I like to call the best thing I've ever done in 2 hours of my life. How about that?
Bam.
Good night, everyone. Thanks
Good
for
night.
watching. May the force be with you. Be nice to each other online.
Yeah, right, Nautical Nurse Nancy. Oh, yeah. Talking about naked on a balcony.
Oh, and she retracted that one?
Oh, no. Flamingo Pam was calling her out.
Okay. Yeah. Well, they weren't. Listen, let's be honest. I know a couple people that might have been. Never mind.
Yeah, I never did that.
Good thing I have a really long stick on my 360 camera. I can't wait for that footage, y'all. Good night, everybody.
He's looking at me again. You're the pro.